forward.
Oh, no, Mama.
In Lufkin, Alexis Spears, KTRE, East Texas, News 9.
Your Honor, just execute me there because I can't get any kind of justice. I'm tired. I'm at the end of my rope. What can I do?
Indicate that Miss Me presents a flight risk, or that she would, with the conditions that we've proposed and any others that the court would add, would in any
as they possibly can, because the position in this case basically is if Casey Anthony didn't report her daughter missing, then she had to have murdered her child.
I'm sorry.
Give her, she's just a kid. It could have been fair enough to give her a chance to 5 or 6 years, maybe. That should.
Help me! Help me! Please, Dale! Dale! Please, Dale! Stay where you are! Dale! Give us a hand. Help me! Please! Help me!
As soon as I walked in the room today, I felt a tremendous...
Procuring lewd exhibition. Defendant is guilty of the crime of procuring lewd exhibition, and punishment is set at 5 years. Procuring lewd exhibition, and punishment is set at 5 years. Count 6. Defendant is not guilty of the crime of stalking. Count 7. Defendant is not guilty of the crime of sexual battery. Count 8. Defendant is guilty of the crime of forcible oral sodomy, and punishment is set at 20 years. Count 9. Rape in the first degree. Defendant is not guilty of the crime of rape in the first years. Count 12. Forcible oral sodomy. Defendant is not guilty of the crime of forcible oral sodomy. Battery, and punishment is set at 8 years. Count 15, procuring lewd exhibition. Defendant is guilty of the crime of procuring lewd exhibition, and punishment is set at 5 years. Count 16, forcible oral sodomy. Defendant.
Okay, who do you want? You okay?
For their loss. Kelly Cox herself turned to face them. She admitted she was drinking that night. Then she said she was sorry.
I pray for you. My children pray for you. There's nothing more than I wish I could just go back to that and never let anybody stay on the side of the road.
Her tearful words didn't matter.
Have you ever been to jail before?
No, and I don't want to be in jail.
You don't want to go to jail, right? Here's what's going to happen.
Can I call my mom?
Don't cry. I mean, you're a pretty tough guy.
No! 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 I'm not going with them! I don't want to go with them! I don't want to go with them! No!
To have an attorney present it while you were questioned. If you can't afford to hire one, the court will appoint you one. Do you understand that? Say yes or no. You do.
Dr. Waters did this terrible crime.
He is a coward, and forgiveness is not an option for him.
It was Dustin Armstrong's chance to say something about what he'd done.
Do you have anything you wish to say to me prior to my announcing what I'm going to do here today, sir?
No, Your Honor.
The guilty sentencing, Armstrong lost control of his emotions, dropped his head into his hands and cried.
And you'll have plenty of...
Robert's a kind person and a friend to many.
Down. The jurors are...
Oh my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh my goodness.
He was the
And her 77-year-old father were arrested after hiring a Northeast Ohio police.
And save my mom.
It was an emotional day on the stand for the daughter of a man accused of that Fatima couldn't even look at her father, 48-year-old Kasim Alamidi, to identify him in the courtroom.
And then the ex-cop and convicted rapist began to cry. But if he was shocked, his attorney was not.
2014, the incident occurred at the sandbar located at 4124 Selby's Road, which is within the city limits of Rock Hill. So this is what you're charged with. So I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you a check sheet. Yes. So, ma'am, can I just say something? I'm going to address it to me then.
I want to find that there is probable cause to charge the individual with the found over for General Sessions Court for more charges.
It's pain even Danielle Kellogg acknowledged she can't take away.
From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I never wanted to hurt anybody, never wanted to do it and cause any of this.
Alex.
That I'm very sorry for the disappointment that I felt.
I didn't mean to kill Oscar. Ashley, I really didn't. I really think I did that. I didn't mean to hurt him.
Dylan Shoemaker walked into a state Supreme Courtroom pleading his case, telling his victim,
You are forgiven, sir.
21 years after he was convicted of shooting a rival gang member before sentencing.
I'm sorry for what happened, Your Honor, but I think you like the prison. And I'm not a bad person, but I made mistakes. But I'm not just some gangbanger that she tried to portray me as.
If there are any photographs that are being presented or tendered to my client.
I'm so sorry for all the hurt and betrayal that I have caused. I'm so sorry for all the hurt and betrayal that I have caused.
Former personal banker Elena Patterson started with her own family members, pulling them into a Ponzi-like investment scam.
I am so sorry. And in the past 2.5 years, there has not been one day that has gone by that I have not thought about what I have done. And I am so sorry for all the hurt and betrayal that I have caused. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry. I suffer from it every day of my life. I'm so messed up. I suffer from this every single day of my life. I will for the rest of my life.
He is wherever the evidence you shall give to the court in the case now being heard shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so be God.
Was initially charged with vehicular homicide, but a jury couldn't agree on a verdict. A second jury found her guilty of careless driving, a conviction that came with a 90-day sentence.